Now, your first alert forecast with meteorologist Corey Thompson.
Overall, looking cold in your forecast for fun and outside of those events too. We do have a little bit of snow shower activity moving through. They're isolated and likely of relatively low impact, but they could cause a slick spot or two in a few very localized areas. Wind, the bigger deal. That's continuing over the next several hours. We have it highlighted here in red on your first alert. Gusts at least 40 miles per hour still taking place. We've seen them as high as about 58 miles per hour earlier in Waterloo. View from our Solon City Cam, where we do see the winds blowing very strongly as represented by these flags that are really going through it at this point. Northwesterly between 25 to 35 sustained, and temperatures in the 20s with Waterloo at 20 degrees on the nose, 22 in Dubuque, 26 in Cedar Rapids. Those winds at this hour gusting to 54 miles per hour in Waterloo, 53 in Cedar Rapids, but they will turn lighter as we go through the night. Wind chills currently below zero in the north, above zero, but not by much in the south. We're all feeling it. Pinpoint Doppler radar shows a little bit of that scattered snow activity just outside of the Cedar Rapids metro, moving to the southeast just near Solon. A little bit of activity right along Highway 30, more up in northeast Iowa. It's that scattered nature of it that's going to limit its potential to cause much trouble. That's good news. We do keep it in our first alert forecast overnight. 10 degrees in Oskaloosa, 7 in Fayette. That snow shower activity diminishes overnight pretty quickly and leaves behind drier weather. Your Pinpoint Futurecast view over the next few hours, not much more to see. We do have clearer skies by tomorrow morning as northwesterly winds continue to pull in overall a drier air mass to the region, but it comes with those colder temperatures as well. Sunshine tomorrow is going to try its best to warm things up, but by the afternoon, it's not going to be particularly warm by any measure. In fact, our wind chills will stay quite chilly. It's tomorrow night when we'll start to see the first signs of what will eventually be relief. Southwesterly winds make a return by Friday morning, and that will push our temperatures up even a little bit for the end of the work and school week. Now, tomorrow, your first alert forecast involves a low, or a rather high, looks like a low, will be a high of 21 in Washington, 20 in Fayette, mostly sunny skies. Those winds out of the northwest between about 10 to 20. We showed you this at the top, and here it is again, below zero wind chills starting this evening. Some areas are experiencing those, continuing all the way through mid-morning tomorrow. Tomorrow's peak wind chills in terms of how warm they get, we're talking single digits above zero. But the wind gusts do get better eventually. It's after a fairly windy morning that the afternoon shows some improvement, and later tomorrow evening they'll turn quite light. It's not till the following day, Friday morning, where they start to pick up a bit again, but this time from the south. And that will usher out this coldest air mass that we have in place right now. Notice how it starts to get better from west to east as we head toward the weekend. Warmer temperatures indeed, at least for a little while, but then some change arrives again. Storm system by the end of the weekend gives us a shot at seeing some precipitation. It's a very limited chance. You saw those little showers developing later Sunday night into early Monday. Yeah, that's the extent of it, a very slight chance during that time frame. By later Monday night into Tuesday, we watch for a very slim chance of a few snow showers moving in too, but most of us miss out, in fact. It looks like we're going to have to deal with what will be very, very dry weather over the next several days. Well, there you go, weather rewind, a little recap from Monday. Hit too many buttons and that's where we wound up. So a very cold picture over the next few days here around eastern Iowa, at least until this weekend. Something to look forward to if you like warmer weather. And I don't know, maybe that's your preference. You're, full disclosure, from the south.
I am, yeah.
How do you feel about this?
You know, I kind of, at the start of every fall and winter, that first cold snap like the one we just had, it's awful. I'm not used to the cold weather.
Okay.
I'm outside, I'm freezing, and I'm bundled up. But once we get past that first cold snap, my body starts to acclimate. Everyone's body kind of does get used to that colder weather. By the time we get to this next cold snap coming up tomorrow, maybe it'll be a little bit better. It is going to be nice this weekend, though, because I've got some warmer weather projects like emptying the water out of my hose. Didn't do that before the first cold snap, so yeah, probably need to get that done. But some other little things that you can do when the weather's nice out, so I'll get to do those this weekend before another cold snap arrives.
Fair enough. Do you have some childlike joy at seeing snow? Because obviously you were, again, from the south, a place that did not get a lot of snow very often.
Yes, very much. When especially that first big snow of the year, the little dustings we've gotten, those are always exciting. But that first big 6 to 8 inch snowfall that we're going to get, hopefully at some point, late December, early January, that's always super exciting, super fun. I will say though, by the time we get to March and April, kind of getting tired of it.
You're ready to move on.
Ready to move on. I'm used to it being 80 degrees by April 1st, and then we don't look back from there. So when it's snowing on Easter, like we've had a couple years, it's not fun.
As they say, you can take the meteorologist out of the south, but you can't take the south out of the meteorologist.
I like that. That's very accurate.